When you learn English, or any other language for that matter, it's very important to analyze your approach to learning new vocabulary. Sometimes we just get so caught up learning individual words that when it comes to putting them together in a sentence, we kind of struggle. So that's why it's always a good idea to learn words in clusters, which is a very stupid way of saying learning a word and, an expression or a sentence with it right away. And because it's such a great idea, what we're gonna do today is I'm gonna give you a couple of popular or common expressions with specific verb. And today we're gonna focus specifically on make and do for part one, and then, later on we'll do more parts with more verbs. So with that being said, let's get right into it. Come on! So the first one is to make trouble, which means to create problems for people or, misbehave in a way, make trouble. Why are you always making trouble? I can't take you anywhere. Something like that.
Look, I don't want to make any trouble.
The next one is to make a mess. And this one can be literal or, figurative. You can make a mess by breaking stuff, tearing stuff up, throwing it everywhere. You physically made a mess.
I made a mess. I made a mess.
Or you can, sort of make a mess in your relationship, or you can make a mess of a situation.
I made a mess.
To make a point. When you want to make a point, you just really explain what you're trying to say, and, you really make sure people understand where you're coming from. You want people to understand what you mean.
Okay, Sheldon, I think you've made your point.
The next one is to make an appointment. You make an appointment at, the doctor's office, dentist, your business partners. You make an appointment for a meeting or for anything. When you set a specific date and time to do something with someone or go see someone, you make an appointment.
Fine. We'll make an appointment tomorrow.
The next one is to make sense. What are you saying? You're not making any sense. Like, it's hard for me to follow what you're saying, or there's no logic behind what you're saying.
It makes sense.
To make a profit, when you make a profit, you make some money. This particular expression is more of like a business expression because, regular people in real life just say make some money. A company or a business makes a profit.
Imagine the profit that you could make.
Make progress. You make progress when you get better or get more of something, or, just in general, something gets better.
Good. Making progress.
Make an excuse. When you don't want to do something and you give all the reasons why you can't, you're making excuses. Like, you and I were supposed to meet at 2 o'clock, but it's already 3 o'clock, and I'm like, where are you? And you're like, oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't come. Something came up. My dog ate my homework, whatever. You're making excuses.
Don't make excuses.
And the last one is to make a phone call. You make a phone call. You don't do a phone call. Like, oh, I'm sorry, I need to step out and make a phone call.
I need to make a call.
You already know I have a course that I like to talk about because I'm very proud of it, and it makes a lot of people very happy, which makes me happy as well. You've heard a lot about it, from intermediate to advanced. If you feel like you're stuck, don't know what to do, and stuff like that, I definitely recommend you check it out. However, don't take too long because I was told to tell you that this is last call. This is your last chance to sign up before we start, because we're starting today. Oh yeah, we're starting today. So don't take too long, okay? The link, you know where it is. All right, and the next one is do. And the first one is do harm, which basically means to cause any kind of harm. It could be like actual physical harm or, just in general.
Nonsense. What harm could he do?
Do good. Being stressed about it won't do anyone any good, which basically means, don't stress because that's not gonna benefit us in any sort of way.
It won't do you any good.
Do nothing. I mean, that's pretty simple. You can figure that out. Do nothing. Sometimes the best course of action is to do nothing.
I'll sit here and do nothing.
Do damage. You can do damage in many ways. It could be, once again, literal physical damage, or it could be more of a figurative damage. Do your best. That's a great one. To do your best when you want to express that you're gonna do whatever you can to achieve something when you're gonna, when you want to communicate the fact that you're gonna try really hard to do something. You can say, I'm gonna do my best. Do my best.
But yeah, I'm gonna do my best.
The next one is do your hair. That is mostly applied to styling and stuff like that. Well, not really haircuts. You can't really talk about getting a haircut and say do my hair. But when you're styling it, curling it, spiking it up, whatever the case may be, you could refer to that process as doing your hair.
Maybe do your hair.
Do the dishes. You know that one. Do the dishes.
And you're gonna do the dishes.
Do something right or do something wrong. Actually, a little bonus in more of a informal conversational English, you can also do someone right or do someone wrong, which basically means, oh, he did me so wrong. That means he, created a situation that was not very favorable to me. I would not recommend using that on like your exams, like TOEFL or whatever. When you're outside, you can do whatever. And the last one is to do someone a favor. For example, oh, could you please do me a favor?
Could you do me a favor?
All right, guys, well, this is it for this part 1. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you found it useful. Definitely let me know what you want to talk about next. I'll see you in the next one. All right, bye-bye.